Hey everyone, welcome back. So here we go. We're gonna try to do just a quick live caricature. Um, well, not really live because the person's not sitting here, but here we go. Okay. Okay, so live as in as if it as if the person was sitting here. Okay. So what we'll try and do is we'll try and keep a time limit to it. For me, normally I like to keep things about 5 minutes or so. Because I think sometimes if you do it a little bit too fast, you can be trying to rush it and lose that likeness. So you want to have that speed, but that comes from a lot of experience, and that takes a little bit of time. As I said, it's man hours and not like the amount of time you can sit around on your couch not drawing for the next 5 years, and that won't make you any better. Okay, so it's just more of the who practices the most. Okay, so let's get into it. Just sketch this quickly. Okay, what's this? Oh, almost thought I used the wrong brush. Okay, now for digital characters, sometimes it might be a little bit slower because the thing is, the surface is a lot slicker. There isn't that same type of resistance that you might find from a normal pen or even a normal pencil if you're drawing your caricatures with pencils. So yeah, there is that difference. So and that's something that you should be aware of when you're drawing. That if you're practicing digitally, normally it is a little bit slower than doing a traditional one. And I'm speaking purely about caricatures. I'm not talking about other stuff. Okay, so if you, I personally I find doing paintings and stuff in Photoshop is a lot quicker than actual traditional painting. Okay, so it actually depends on yeah, depends on what you're doing, like the subject matter and everything too. So and what exactly you're painting, because painting landscapes and stuff, especially if you're doing it in oils or whatever, there's like you have to wait for paint to dry. If you're doing glazing, you have to wait for those layers to dry and so forth. Okay. So anyway, we'll try to keep these, as I said, limited to about 5 minutes. But there's no need to rush when you're doing these things, because once you lay down a line, personally, I like using a pencil, a 3 millimeter pencil, 6B. But if I am using a pen, I will use the either the Chow markers that Copic has, or I would actually use a pentel brush, a pocket brush pen. So yeah, so those are some of the things that I would use. And so if I was using the brush pen, the pocket brush pen, yeah, once you lay down a line, that's it. There's no going back after that. So it is important to be careful. So if you don't rush, then you won't be prone to those kind of mistakes. So like this one, like this brush that I'm using for Photoshop is, you know, it's not forgiving, because once you lay down the mark, that's it. You know, you have to live with it. Now I understand digitally you can erase and whatnot, but I'm saying, in terms of doing it as a live caricature, like how I'm doing it right now. Okay. So she has that strong jawline. So we'll give that to her. Just put a mark there just so we know where we're going. Okay. Do the same on this side. Okay, so about 30 seconds left until we reach the 5-minute mark. And as I said, it's not a race. We just want to make sure that we do it properly. Okay, and I did say that, it will be a little bit slower, so there we go. So basically, this is like all finished, and it's just the laying in of the hair and whatnot, and stuff like that. So that's how you go about doing these kind of live caricatures and stuff. If you're not going to be doing it under drawing, you want to go ahead and make sure that you're sure before you put a line down. Okay. So you can go ahead and continue to shade these things in, with your brush, or your pencil, whatever it is. So that's one of the other reasons why I use those particular brush or pens, because when it comes to like doing hair like this, especially for women, it's a lot quicker. With the 3mm pencils, they will take up a lot of like they'll shade a lot of area, so that way you can get your work done quicker. And that's one of the main reasons why I use what I use, just for speed. Okay. So all in all, like once all this hair and stuff is shaded in digitally and stuff, it takes about maybe 10 minutes. And that's why drawing women is always a little bit longer, unless you have particular tools. You the hair will take a little bit longer than what you'd want, but yeah, it's part of the job, so it needs to be done. Because I know, like personally, I like drawing people, so even though saying that, I did study how to draw other things like drawing buildings. I had to learn perspective. I had to had to learn how to design particular things, learn about composition, like industrial design type of things, like product design, that kind of stuff, just so I can, when it comes to drawing, like I'll have to draw the scene in order to get to that part that I like to do, which is drawing the people. So I have to draw all the peripheral stuff around it, which is useful in telling a story. But doing all that first before I go in and draw the people, which is something that I really enjoy doing. Okay, there we go. Now her eyelashes come out there a bit. Okay, so that's that. So that's how I go about doing caricatures without the preliminary drawing. Okay, so I start from the eyes, then I go to the nose, then the mouth, and then I do the jawline and the side of the face, and then I do the hairline right there, and then last of all I do the hair. Sometimes it depends on the inside of the eye. Sometimes I will leave that till last, but yeah, on this one I decided to just go straight away and just do that one. Okay, so there we go. So that's that. So that's about what is about 8 minutes or something. I'll just go in and just quickly do this. So when it comes to shading, if you're doing live caricatures and stuff, it's up to you what you do. But just a quick tip, and I'll just show it just with a normal digitally, sorry, not normal. So what I normally do is I have a cloth if I'll be doing some light shading, whether it's color or whether it's just black shading. I'll have a light cloth and I'll have like a black pastel. Some people like using airbrushes and stuff like that, which is awesome, to each his own. But if you're looking for a very cheap alternative, well, I suggest using pastels or even color pencils. They have those stick color pencils that they sell, so you can use that. So if you're using the pastel, like how I'm saying, that's one of the cheapest methods. And just get a cloth and you just rub it on the. Try and see if you can find a, maybe not a black pastel, but a gray one, a pretty dark gray, maybe on the tonal scale, maybe a number 8, number 9, and use that to shade your caricatures or your drawings. Okay. And by rubbing it on the cloth, what happens is what you do is you don't want as much pastel to transfer onto your cloth, so that when you do go into the shading of it, you won't be putting too many harsh like shades, like black strokes and stuff on your caricature. Okay. So yeah, so that was without doing an underdrawing. So I hope you've enjoyed all these teachings on how to draw the caricatured head. Okay. And hopefully, like if you're into portraiture or whatever, these will help you. Although I will go into detail later about, I'll actually be doing another video on how to draw portraits, and in that one we'll look at how to achieve like hyper realistic type portraits and stuff like that. Like realistic portraits. That way, yeah. So what I'll do really quickly is I'll show you a couple of my portraits and caricatures, just so you can kind of see what will be in the next portrait DVD if I do end up making one. Okay, and I'm pretty sure I will end up making it because I enjoy it, making these tutorials and stuff. So yeah, so I'll show you quickly what one of the portraits looks like. Sorry. Okay, so this is a quick look at one of the like what you'll get out of the portrait drawing classes and stuff. So this is just drawing, not painting. I might do a portrait painting because portrait painting is yeah, there's a lot involved because there's color, and there's even color itself. Is a big topic. So yeah, so there's a lot involved in that. So that might be a lot longer, and I might have to put it on a DVD, and it'll maybe be 28 hours worth of teaching or something like that. So yeah, it doesn't take quite a lot, even with portrait drawing. So this is one of my portraits that I did quite a while ago, and yeah, so basically once you finish, you should be able to render things pretty close to what this is. Okay. um, yeah, so maybe if I zoom in, this is just an A4 size portrait, a very small one. So that's what it looks like zoomed in. These are different. Yeah. Okay. I can show you another one. Okay, so this is a quick look at another portrait drawing, and yeah, this is just a graphite pencil drawing. The previous one was a charcoal drawing, and this is a pencil portrait. So these are some of the things that you'll be learning how to render hatching. How to do hatching, because over here there's no smudging or anything in this particular drawing. It's all just cross hatching. Okay, so I can zoom in a little bit so you can see some of the details. So that's the detail of the ear. You can see an earring there, okay, and coming in the back there with a stopper and everything. So yeah, so there's quite a bit of detail involved in drawing these kind of portraits and everything. And if you notice, like I was talking, the upturn of the lip, that's there, all that kind of stuff. So that's what you'll be learning in those portrait drawing DVDs. So I hope, yeah. So this one was also one of my very old drawings and stuff. Yeah. So this is what will be in the next portrait drawing DVD, and there'll be a lot of detail involved. So it'll be way longer than this caricature um, DVD. So I hope you learned something. That you learn how to draw caricatures. And the different steps and things to look for when you're drawing them. Okay. So if you want a little bit more detail on how to draw caricatures and stuff like that, because you have the basics already, what I can do is post a few videos on YouTube, and you can check out my YouTube channel. So my YouTube channel is just Jonathan Appleby, JONATHAN, and Appleby, APPLEBY. So you can check out that YouTube channel, and it'll have uh, like those tutorials if you request it, like the specifics. Um, but the fundamentals, like what I've been showing you, which is the most important, those won't be posted on YouTube. Um, yeah, they'll only be available on the DVDs. So yeah, go out there, have fun, and keep practicing. So if you want to send me some of your caricatures for me to have a look at, um, I can do a draw over on YouTube, and yeah, just give you a few tips that way. So if that's what you want, what you can do is email me at creativedesignsauststralia@yahoo.com.au. So creative designs australia at yahoo.com.au. So creative designs australia, that's the name of the company. Okay. So just send the email to that address, and then I'll get it. And what I'll do is I'll review your caricatures and stuff, and maybe give you a few hints and pointers and stuff like that, and just post it on YouTube so you can check out my channel. Now I can't promise I'll get to everyone's if you do send a lot of them. If you do send a lot of them, I'll pick a few of them, maybe 3 or 4, and then yeah, I'll go through that one. Okay, so thanks.